Hello, this is Rome. We're going to talk today. My blog today is about depression and how it's affecting us and what could we do to combat this problem. Going back now, I'm thinking about how the market is now, and it's depressed right now, and a lot of people are going through tough times. A while back, I went through the same thing when I was working at a prestigious company, and then they had to shut the doors down, and basically I was out in the open and then trying to figure out what I was going to do next. It was like my whole world came to an end. I was working there 3-4 years, making good money, and then all of that came to an end. I had to, we were living in a house, and we had to move back to the proverbial hood. Times were rough. I was the breadwinner. I was working at a company called Scarborough Research. Not Scarborough Research. I was working at Protocol. It's a location in Sarasota, or whatever. It was a depressing time for me. I was getting paid like $5.50, I think, plus commission. It was a sales job. I wasn't used to sales. Being forced to convert people, trying to change them to subscribe to something, subscribe to a new electrical service. And this was right around the time the Enron fiasco was going on. And it was in Texas, so we were making calls there. And I can remember like yesterday. I was only getting paid every 2 weeks, maybe $300. And every time our landlord would come over, we didn't have enough money to pay him. At the same time, my whole family was like depending on me to provide. And I felt like the onus was on me because my mom had, she's an immigrant, from Haiti or whatever, and the onus was on me being the firstborn here in the United States that I felt like I had to accomplish or achieve something. I went to school, got in an accident, whatever, had back surgery, couldn't play ball anymore. And I was working at the security company. It was great. I was making decent money, and then that fell apart. Then I felt like there weren't no other options. So I finally found a job after, about 3 or 4 months being unemployed. Found a job, but the job wasn't really a job. It was a job where they were trying to change who I was, And I had a great fear of being on the phones. Working at the security company kind of alleviated that a little bit, gave me a little bit more confidence, but I wasn't there to the ultimate point where I could feel fully confident in going on the phone constantly, doing sales calls and converting people. And at the same time, I had pressure on me that I had to deliver. It was like daily I had this guy over me. I even remember his name to this day, Rick. I remember his name, Rick. And I remember one time I came in so angry. I felt like I was basically a slave to this guy. Like I couldn't, I was never doing good, and every day he was reminding me that I'm one step away from going to the unemployment line. In my mindset and my ego, I felt like I'm more valuable than that. I'm worth more than that. And if I compromise who I am, then I'm no longer that person anymore. I'm somebody else. I think I mentioned that on another video. But my main point from all this was that I always looked at the bright side, had faith in myself and had faith in my Creator. For some of you guys that might not be religious, you have to have that faith in who you are, especially in the times we're in now. I wanted everybody just to comment or, post a video or something just showing some of the hardest times they've been through and how they made it out. Man, during those times, it made me reevaluate who I was. I was feeling bad at the time. Then I took a couple of trips to Haiti, just to going back to my roots, trying to figure out who I am, who my people are. Seeing them over there struggling, going through bad times, I felt like anything I go through here it's nowhere compared to what they're going through over there. So I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't be upset. I should just continue to keep fighting, keep moving. I mean, that's what I want to leave you guys with. Think about that, ponder that, let that set in. And we'll talk another time. See you guys later. Bye.